Hello friends. So this is once again me, Dr. Rajat Jain, and getting a lot of messages from the student who have scored such a great ranks, rank 1, 2, 3, almost all the great ranks. But on the other hand, getting a lot of messages from the students who, because of whatever reason, they are not able to get a desired rank. Some students have got 5,000 rank and they are not happy with the rank. Some have got 8,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25, and there are a lot of students who are not a part of us in this journey, and they are also sending us the messages. Then what I should do? So one thing that I was taking this interview and that I have realized is in the last 1 year that there were a lot of students who have improved tremendously. Just now I took an interview and a student had 34,000 rank last year and he was able to get 70 this year. Similarly, there was a student who has got 20,000 and again a single digit rank. So lot of such examples. Now the point is why I'm preparing this particular video is that what to do if you think that your result was not up to the mark. Now what happens is I come across lot of points here is I remember that we keep on getting this that sir I have scored 4,000 rank and I am not getting the branch that I was looking for. So what is your advice that I should do? Now the thing is that let us say that a student has dropped. Now anybody who's dropping is the aim is to improve the rank. Obviously we know that. And if for all practical purpose and in all positive circumstances he will be able to improve or she will be able to improve the rank, but the thought that is coming to my mind is what if I will not be able to score the same 4,000 rank next year, because in an exam it's a one day game, and tell you that it is very big challenge for teacher like us who always want good for the student. Now why? Because let us say that I tell this to the student that okay, drop, and he gets a good rank, he will be very happy. But I'm not sure whether he will remember this or not. But if something happens, let's say that a student got 8,000 next year, he will definitely remember it that I have given him that particular advice of dropping it, and now the rank has become bad. So for us, it's a pretty challenging situation. But what I will tell you is that the easiest way when you can identify that what went wrong and then how you should be able to do that is please sit down and try to ask that why you were not able to get the rank that you were looking for. Okay, then be it any rank, be it any rank. I have seen students getting a rank of 1,000 and not satisfied, and I have seen students getting a rank of 10,000 and very satisfied, 12,000 very satisfied. So that all depends on your state of mind. So now what I will tell you here is that if you have got a rank that you think is not up to the mark what you were looking for, please sit down and ask yourself that what was the reason that led to such a rank. Was that reason modifiable or non-modifiable? Okay. Now many times students keep on telling me that sir, my family circumstances were not conducive so that I was able to prepare. So now what are the options? What are the chances that in this year if you take a drop, those family circumstances will be there? If they will be again there, then again the same situation will be there. So first identify the factor that was modifiable or non-modifiable. If the factor was non-modifiable, whatever rank that you have got, please take it. Please take it. Let's call it a day. Let's move on in the life, because I'm telling you, all branches are good, all ranks are good. After 3 months, all of you will be a first year postgraduate resident, be it anatomy, be it radiology, be it medicine, be it surgery. Okay, and at the end of the day, it is the excellence in the branch that you do that gives you happiness rather than anything else. Okay, so if you think that all those factors, it was your best attempt, you have given your 100%, it was a non-modifiable factor that led to such a thing, please don't wait, go ahead and take whatever that you are getting at such a rank. But if you think the factors were modifiable, you were not motivated enough. Again, if you're not motivated enough, why you were not motivated and what will happen in this particular year so that you will become motivated. Okay. Third, lot of students who have sent me a message, they said, sir, we were not regular with the test. So are you sure that if you will drop, you will become regular with the test? So if you are able to do all these things, then take a drop. After 5 years down the line, nobody will ask you whether you cleared the NEET in first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, fourth attempt. But yes, you have to move on in your life. So if you think all those factors were non-modifiable, it was your best attempt, please go ahead and take it. But if you think that there are modifiable factors that you can modify, give us 1 year and I will make sure that you will be able to give at least your best attempt. Okay, so now if you are ready to give your best attempt, now let's see what should be the target and what should be the strategy. I will tell you the strategy on the basis of my experience, of my preparation, my 12 year of teaching experience, and as well as the experience that I have shared after taking so many interviews in the last so many years. So the first thing is that you have to be determined that yes, this is gonna be your final attempt, and now you have to reach to this particular level. Now this should be there within you, that yes, you have to do that. Okay. Second, join a place which you think is gonna provide you the most comfortable environment with more concept building. Over a period of time, the trend has again been shifted from fact-based information to concept-based information. So try to build up concepts. In the first few months, don't focus on facts. In the first few months, focus on concept building of a particular subject, because it is this concept building that will take you forward in any exam. Now, if you have done very hard work during your MBBS, you don't need anybody. You simply don't need anybody. You are already at a right track. But if something went wrong and I was not able to get the rank, that means there was some lag during my MBBS time. Ultimately, we have to accept that. Then we need to rebuild our concepts. So please focus on the concept for first few months. What I will suggest you is that join a regular course where all the 19 subjects will be provided to you live, and try to attend each and every class where your aim is to understand a concept. Please remember, your aim here is not just to keep on writing things. Your aim here is to understand each and every concept of a specific subject. Because if you see the trend, now they are focusing every exam, even in the NEET exam, they are focusing more on the concepts. Okay, so just go to that. Then for every class, after every class, go back, open up any MCQ book. What will be that book? There are plenty of toppers have shared the list on the Facebook page. You all have these lists from your seniors. So take any review book. Take any review book. Try to solve your previous year questions from that and see how many questions you are able to do from them. Don't believe on anybody, just believe on your knowledge, that how many questions are you able to solve on the basis of the things that you have read in the class. If you think that there are few topics that you need to add on to them, please add it onto your notes. Because ultimately what you are doing today, you will not be able to remember all those things today. So what you have to do is, you are consolidating each and every subject in small packets. Everything is you are just combining it into small packets. Okay. Then after that, finish that particular subject and then move on. Try to cover everything by 1st of September, latest by 15th of September. So 1st to 15th of September is your deadline. Then you should be able to finish all your 19 subjects. I am talking about this if you are starting in the late March. If you are starting early, then you may keep this deadline even at 15th August also. Those who started early, they can keep this deadline up to the 15th August. If you are finishing your course between 15th August to 15th September, you are in a very, very safe zone, because you will have plenty of time for the revision. Okay. So these are the two things that you have to do till 15th August or 15th September, that you have to attend all the classes. You have to make sure that you are focusing on building up concept in the classes. You are asking your doubts. After going back from the class, you are solving some MCQs and strengthening your notes. One. Second, be regular with the test. Now there are two kinds of tests that you have to do. One is a subject wise test and one is a whole course or a full course test, which we call as a grand test. Every test has its own importance. A subject wise test has an importance. It will tell you the completeness of the subject, that whether you are leaving any topic or not. Okay, so that is important when you are reading that particular subject. Please remember, that will not tell you how good you are with an MCQ paper, because if you are doing a subject wise test, you already know which subject you are doing. So you have an element of bias. In a full course test, which is called as a grand test, there is no element of bias, and then you will be able to exactly think in the same manner that you are doing in the exam. Okay, so you have to do the subject wise test and you have to give the full course test. Try to write at least one full course test per month in the initial time. As the time passes, you can increase the frequency to 2 tests per month. Lot of students come up with this problem that, sir, I have not completed the subjects. Please remember it. This will never happen in your life that you are able to complete all 19 subjects. Even the rank 1 will not be able to complete all 19 subjects. So try, start it today, because I have to know where am I standing today and how I am improving. Okay, there is a very beautiful quote that somebody has said, that your mirror is your biggest competitor. So please compete with you in these exams. You have to improve by each passing day. I am not bothered about my rank as of now. The only thing that I am bothered is, am I improving on day by day basis? Am I improving by each passing test? And that will be the thing which will take you from 30,000 to 30. Okay, am I improving on each passing day? Am I reducing my mistakes? Was it the same silly mistake that I was doing last month and I am repeating it same? If I am repeating it same, why I am repeating it? Am I missing the not? Am I missing the sex in that particular question? Am I missing the except, or am I not reading the salient point in an MCQ? Am I able to identify the meaning of the language of the MCQ that has been conveyed? Am I able to derive the answer from those 4 choices that are being given? Am I able to solve my confusion of selecting an answer between A and B? These are the things that you have to work upon. If you think that these are already with you, then try to build up more knowledge. But if you think that you have more knowledge but you are doing these silly mistakes, then try to do more papers. See, everybody has got different set of problem. Okay, different set of problem. One problem is that you have less knowledge. This is usually not the case. Usually not the case. But if you think that you have less knowledge, the remedy is you have to improve your knowledge. Second is you keep on forgetting the things. This is the second problem. If you keep on forgetting the things, the remedy is you have to revise it again and again. Revise it again and again. And third is you are not attentive in solving the paper. You are always confused between B and D. You are not reading the question carefully. That is problem number 3, and their remedy is practice. Usually it's a combination of the 3, but still, even if it's a combination, you can divide between 1, 2, 3, and you have to change or you have to modify your time according to that. Take my words, if you are able to identify that this was the problem in this year, I can tell you that you will be seeing your name at the place where you're looking for. So all the best, guys. Feel free to talk to us and I will be more than happy to help you, anybody, in any manner. I wish you all the best for your future exams.